Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. When it comes crashing down.
Guys, I'm sorry, but this video is not going to be about metal. Sorry, but this is important. Remember, I'm not forcing you to watch this. The fact is, I couldn't live with myself a month from now if I hadn't made this video. I built a soapbox of nearly 5,000 subscribers, and I need to use it for just a few minutes to talk to you about everything. We are potentially less than a month away from absolute and utter ruin as a failed humanity here in America, if you didn't know that. I know we fantasize about this very thing in metal, but that's because metal is supposed to be an escape. A place we entertain these ideas and metaphors and fantasies so that we can continue our daily paths in reality. We need to talk about the election. First, if you're still watching this video and your mind is made up on voting for Trump, then I believe there is no hope for you, and this video is not for you. Please unsubscribe from my channel now. Secondly, if you plan on not voting this year, I'm guessing probably every other year, then I need you to understand that there is no one in government, not in any free country in the entire world, that gives a shit about you not voting. If you're waiting for someone to care about the fact that you don't vote, that's not how it works. You solve nothing by doing nothing. And if you think otherwise, you're even more delusional than someone who thinks Trump is going to solve anything. Not voting is a surrender, not a statement. So many people have fought tooth and nail so that you can have the right to vote, and you're going to sit there and do jack shit. Third, I know some of you are well-intentioned in considering voting for a third-party candidate. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of good ideas being thrown around by several third-party candidates, but were you there caucusing for them in February? Donating to their campaigns all along and phone banking up until this point? Seriously, please don't let the guilt of not voting push you in the direction of voting for a third-party candidate. What do we have to thank Jill Stein and Gary Johnson for in 2016? Trump. That's what. Why do you think Republicans are trying so hard to get Kanye West to run as an independent candidate? Because third-party vote is nothing. I'm sorry. You might as well not vote. Voting third-party is like if we are standing outside your burning house and I'm alarming you that your house is on fire and handing you the fire hose to put the fire out, but you're pointing at the house next door, which isn't on fire, and saying, why don't we just go live there? That's fine, right? No. Just so you can walk away with your ego intact after your house is burned down? Not cool, man. In our United States Constitution, it is written that our elections take on a winner-takes-all format, which is why the binary of Democrat versus Republican that we're all tired of has formulated. In other countries that vote third party and Green Party and those candidates are more viable, they have what's called runoff elections or ranked choice voting. And I want those things, but we are back against the wall. Democracy is in the toilet with the finger on the flusher. We don't have the luxury of waiting for those things to come to rise. And this is how we work toward getting those things to come to fruition. I desperately want far more liberal and left-leaning ideologies to be the norm here in America, from obliterating the Electoral College. That's a big one. Eliminating corporate money and gerrymandering from ruining our elections, which lead you to not care about elections. Universal basic income, forgiveness of student tuition debt, massive energy and pollution reform, defunding the police. I could go on for days, but we are not offered the luxury of these things being handed to us on a silver platter by a third-party candidate. We have to work and fight for these things to become the norm, and ignoring the news and politics isn't going to get us any closer to that. So lastly, I want to talk about Joe Biden. I know. Joe Biden. Look, before our caucus in Iowa in February, Biden was my last choice. But I want to tell you why I've gone from that to supporting Joe Biden today. It's not just about Joe Biden, okay? I want to get that out of the way. What a lot of people fail to understand is that the Joe Biden campaign has adopted the Democratic platform, which was built and worked on by people that you may already like and know, like Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, AOC, Cory Booker, stuff like that. When you vote for Joe Biden, you're voting for the Democratic platform, which thousands of candidates and delegates and DNC workers and politicians have worked on and fought to elevate to the point that Biden has adopted it as his main platform. Why is Trump such an insane, radical, fascist autocrat? Well, one reason is because he has no fucking platform. His platform is, I'm Trump, fuck you. Really, he watches Fox News, then he does totally dipshit nonsense, and I'm fucking sick of it. So while you may not like Joe Biden, the person, for whatever reason, vote for the most aggressive environmental plan in our nation's history. Free 4-year college. A 3-month mask mandate so we can get our fucking heads out of this COVID insane nightmare. Vote for $15 minimum wage. Tripling the child tax credit. Expanded healthcare access. Eliminating the filibuster and maybe police reform. I don't know. Vote for not another 4 fucking years of this insanity. Am I right? Oh, just take a minute and read up on the Democratic Party platform, or just watch some of the videos. I'll link a ton of resources for you down below if you don't believe what I'm telling you, for you to just take it on for yourself. Take a few minutes, read up on this shit. It's fucking important. Biden isn't just not Trump. He's actually a pretty progressive candidate. And someone said it best, like, if we didn't have really progressive candidates like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, I think the Republicans will be really scared of Biden because of how progressive he actually is. I think we just see this kind of bewildered old man and think, what can he fucking do for me? Well, look into it, okay? Are you really learning and trying to understand who he is before deciding not to vote for him? I kind of doubt it. Anyways, I really truly appreciate you taking your time to listen to me talk about politics. It's really important to me, and I think it's really important to all of us, whether you agree or not. Like I said, all your resources are down below. Please check them out. And also, before I forget, don't just vote for Joe Biden, because if we wind up with Biden as president, but a bunch of Republican shit-ass governors and senators, not much is going to happen, because right now, Republicans are acting like a bunch of childish shitheads. So, go ahead. I believe you can confidently just vote straight down the ticket Democrat, and we should be in a much better situation than we are right now, and could potentially be in if we don't do the right fucking thing. If you have any questions for me, I'm cringing at this, but go ahead and leave them down in the comments. I'm taking this on as ruthlessly as I can. Have a good one. Next video will be about metal. I promise. It won't hurt. Have a good one.